What's going on, guys? Mr. Basie here, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a commentary that's going to be discussing some changes and alterations in the way that I'm going to be doing the channel and the way that things are going to be going. I really didn't necessarily want to do these things because I've always, first and foremost, I've always liked catering to everybody, no matter what, despite, whether a series was popular or whatever. I always tried to do the best I could with catering to everyone, but with all these games coming out, with the fact that, of course, I want the community to grow, I want things to, move forward, it just seems to me that things are being a bit stagnant as of right now, so I'm going to be taking the channel in not necessarily a different direction, but the management of the channel will be conducted a bit differently. So I'm just going to explain that real quick, and I want you guys to just kind of know, firsthand kind of how I'm thinking of this, and you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments down below. And before I even say any of this is not necessarily any of it is really easy for me to say, because again, I've always wanted to cater to things that were, people you guys enjoyed, you know what I mean, things that I enjoyed to do, and I didn't try to let anything affect that, you know what I mean, or influence whether I would upload a video or not. So let me just cut to the chase. The way that things are going to be going from now on is, of course, all these new games you guys have seen, like Undertale I just started recently. I have a few unfinished series and all that stuff like that. And I'll kind of figure out how I want to deal with them, but this is basically what's going to be happening. The series that I'm currently doing, unless there's some drastic changes in the way things go with like the view count and everything for those videos, I will be finishing. So Undertale, I'll try to be finishing. I'll try to go back and finish Halo because that's something I really want to do. It's, of course, Halo 5 is the latest one. I didn't play through the entire Halo series before that just to stop halfway through the game. I don't even know what happens in Halo 5. I haven't even finished the game yet. And I haven't let myself been spoiled on that yet either. But anyway, so I'm going to go back and do that. And that's basically how things are going to go. The more popular series are gonna stick around. Adventure Capitalist is gonna stick around for the time being. Geometry Dash, because I know a lot of people like Geometry Dash, even though that hasn't really been as popular recently. But a lot of people have maps that they've made me, and I still am interested in doing them. And to be perfectly honest, some of the best moments of the entire channel have come from Geometry Dash. And so I don't really want to give that up. Geometry Dash has always been a fun place. It's always been a place where crazy things happen and funny things happen. So, I don't want to give that one up. That's a very fun game to play. Crusaders, I'm not going to be dropping. That game is moving forward. It's going to be, there's some new changes going to be happening with the game. I'm not sure whether I can announce them or not, but I was sent an email discussing some of the changes with the game that are pretty interesting. And I'm really kind of looking forward to the development of that game and seeing where that goes. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more Crusaders in the future, so just kind of look out for that. And that's, those are the games that are really, I can for sure say are going to have a place on my channel for a decent bit of time. I'm never going to put dates on things, but those are the things that are going to be on my channel for a while. Seduce Me, still one of my favorite games, regardless of how many views it gets. That's it's going to be uploaded to the fullest extent that I, see fit, and all that stuff. And that's coming out in May. And then there's a few other games that are coming out. Of course, like you guys voted on all those games. I'm still going to, I already have those games. I'm going to give them a run through, and we'll see how you guys like them. But the way that things are going to be going, and this is kind of the part where I really struggled with. I didn't really want to do this, but I feel like if I'm going to put my time into something, I want to make it worth everyone's while. I want to make sure that the videos that are going up on my channel are, satisfying the majority, because realistically I'm never going to be able to satisfy every single person. I would love to. You have no idea how much I would, but it's just not feasible. I'm the only one doing this. I'm running my channel, by myself. I edit my own videos and all that stuff, and I do other things as well. I try to lead a very balanced life, despite the fact that YouTube takes up a lot of my life, and I do like that. It's something I really love to do. In no way is that a complaint. It's a good thing. I love doing it. But I do also, want to make sure that I'm catering to a good amount of the people there, and this is where this comes from. So the way I've decided to do this is I'm going to be implementing kind of a quota, so to speak, and it's going to be very rough. It's going to be very loose, because there's no way you could say you need X amount of views or whatever, or you're not going to upload the video, because it's subjective. You don't know how many people are going to watch that week or the other week or whatever. But the way that it's going to work is if a video can, I'll give it a couple shots, but if it's a new series and it only gets a couple hundred views, like 100 to 200 views, and then it keeps going like that, more than likely that series will be dropped and I won't be continuing it. Again, that's a very difficult choice for me to make, because I know not many of my other things other than Adventure Capitalist are popular, but I'm going to have to gauge it based on how much I'm having fun with it, how much people are enjoying it and interacting with it and everything like that, because I just don't really have the time to be wasting on things that the majority of people aren't watching. So, when it comes right down to it, I think the 1 to 200 minimum is probably where I'm going to cut the line. Again, that's very subjective. If it gets below 200 one week, I'm not going to drop it. But if it's very consistent, like for example, my Undertale videos, like a lot of people wanted me to play Undertale, like so many people voted Undertale, but it's not doing that well. It's a fun game, it's great, but and that's kind of where I brought that up in the beginning. I do want to finish Undertale, but if it does, consistently kind of rate lower on that rating, either I'm gonna drop it or I'm gonna it's gonna take a while for me to upload the segments for it, because I'd rather focus on things where it's mutually beneficial, where I'm uploading the video and enjoying it and getting some benefit from it, and you guys are also enjoying it too. Like I don't just want to make the content that you guys really enjoy scarce because I want to cater to everybody, and I'm only getting a few views here and there. Now there's a few exceptions to this. One of which is Borderlands. I'm probably going to be uploading Borderlands regardless because I have the entire storyline recorded with my girlfriend. I even have the first DLC recorded with my girlfriend, and we're probably going to do the entire DLC sections for Borderlands too. Whether I record the pre-sequel or not, I don't know. It just depends on how all these DLCs go, whether you guys enjoy Borderlands 2. It's really up in the air. So that's kind of how I'm going with it. The reason that I'm doing that one, despite however many views it might get, is simply because I like doing it. I like sharing and putting up on YouTube my experiences doing Borderlands because it's a fun game, it's a kooky game, and of course at the same time it's it's special time with it's a special time with my girlfriend, so it's like kind of like documenting all that. And I could keep it private, but I figured why not share it with you guys? Like I'm not I'm in no way trying to hide the relationship or anything. She's a very fun girl, and when it comes right down to it, she's fun to be around. We're funny together, and I really enjoy it. So I figure, why not upload it? You guys seem to really enjoy the stuff that me and her do together. Matter of fact, some of the cool stuff that we've done has been featured on this channel, and I feel it is some of the best stuff that's been on the channel. I mean, at least definitely up there. Maybe not the best, but it's definitely up there in terms of some of the best moments out there. And it's just really fun. Honestly, I like editing it. It's a fun thing to do. It's fun going back and reliving all that. So that's kind of how I'm going about it, and honestly, it upsets me. I don't want to do that, but I just don't. I want to take the channel in different directions. There's going to be, hopefully more shooting content on here. I kind of never should have strayed from that. I really want to go back to that. It's always something I've really enjoyed doing. I find that despite the fact that it does get frustrating sometimes, it is entertaining, and I personally really like it. I find myself really feeling the need to play it sometimes. And I really wish I could start streaming back up again. I'm just so busy. But you know what? I mean, it really just depends. It just depends on how things go. You'll have to let me know in the comments what's going through your heads with all this. But the bottom line is I would like for this community to grow. This is a fantastic community. Some of the best, actually, this is the best time of my life. I mean, I don't know if that comes off as a sad thing or not. I don't know, but I love it. I don't care what people think, because I love what I do. I wake up every day knowing that what I do not only entertains me, but it entertains other people. And in some extreme cases, it's helped people through some difficult times. And I know people have told me that. And, that's kind of what keeps me going. You know what I mean? I don't really know how else to put it, really. Because there's been some times where, as hard as it might be to say, I question whether I love doing this, but, at the same time, I have other priorities. I have things that need to happen in my life, and it's hard doing this because, of course, I'm not a channel that has an insane amount of views or subscribers or anything, but that's never mattered to me. You know what I mean? I just need enough to get by. So when it comes right down to it, that's kind of the basis of this decision. Hopefully you guys don't take offense to this. Hopefully you guys are a little understanding when it comes to this. And in no way do I want any of this to happen. but I feel like it's a necessity. I feel like I do need to take the channel in a different direction. Some new games are going to be coming out. Maybe I'll strike up another straw poll for you guys. But I honestly think I might just go ahead and do what I did in the past, where I just pick games that I enjoy doing, just like I've always done, and play them. And if they, you know, if they do well, they do well. If not, then, like I said, the policy is in place so that I can kind of pick out the series and the games that just aren't doing that well and drop them, so I can focus on things that are doing better. Again, I wish I didn't have to do that, but it's just kind of something I feel like I might have to do. So let me know what you're thinking about this in the comments down below. You know, any suggestions you might have or whatever. But I think that's the direction I might go with this. Because I don't want to see, you know, I don't want to see such a great community, you know, because I'm not even worried about, you know, money or anything like that. I'm not even worried about success or fame or any of that crap, to be honest. All I'm worried about is I know how many of you guys care about this community. I know I care about this community. I know that this community, as far as you guys tell me, has changed a lot of your lives and has you know, brought you to better places in life, just like it has me. You know, I never thought that my life could be this happy. I mean, YouTube is the reason that I'm with the love of my life right now. You know, this is the reason I'm with my girlfriend. If I was never recording that day, I wouldn't have met her. So I have a lot to be thankful for with this. And I don't want to give up on it. I really don't. In no way am I thinking of giving up on it, so I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. But it is the whole concept behind it, you know, is the main kind of reasoning behind this, these thoughts of change and all that stuff. So you'll probably be seeing some new games. I don't know how quickly they'll take effect. I have to pick the games that I really want to play, really feel like I should play, and do what I feel is necessary and what I feel will help this community kind of continue to grow and all that stuff. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully it didn't piss you guys off. I know it could potentially come off as annoying, because, you know, I don't want to seem like it's all about money for me or anything like that. But at the same time, you know, this is primarily what I do. I've cut out a lot of my other life for this, and really it wasn't even a smart decision. It was just purely based on, you know, me finally doing something that I really wanted to do, you know, like having complete confidence in what I was doing and enjoying it and helping other people too. I mean, maybe I wasn't in a hospital doing something like, you know, saving someone's life, but this very could well, in a very, you know, a slightly less direct way, save someone's life, or even make someone's day happier. And I think that that's really important. So again, hopefully this did go on for a while, but it was kind of a rant at the same time, and hopefully you guys are okay with it. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. If you did enjoy it, please consider sharing the video as well. That kind of stuff really helps me out a lot, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or any social media really, or even word of mouth with your friends. That's really awesome too. Of course, it directly helps me as well as the entire community and is greatly appreciated. This has been Mr. Bazy, your favorite sage, and I'll see you in the next video.